morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. How are you all doing today? I hope you're having a good day. Well, today is the 6th of December, which in the German and other European countries, it is St Nikolaus Tag. So, it was actually the original day when, St. Nicholas, I'm not sure if he was a pope. I'm not sure. But anyways, he was a man who gave everything away. You know, he would bring gifts, especially to children. And yeah, and he would do that every winter or whatever. So, frohes St. Nikolaus Tag. So, alrighty, I am working here on Dusk in the Snow. So I'm working here on this white, well, using white on this blue area. I'm not sure where I got this. I started this a year ago, so in 2021 for Jolly July. That I do remember. So, some very sad news today. I at first thought it was just a, scam thing. But apparently Kirstie Alley died. And, like, I was shocked when I read that. And I had to go and look and fact check it. Since then, it's been all over the place that she died. She had cancer, and she was just newly diagnosed with cancer. I don't know when that was. September or October or something. It was, I guess, a very fast-moving cancer. I don't know if she had, what type of cancer she had. I don't know. So, yeah. It's, she's 71 years old. And, yeah. I can still see her on Oprah when she had lost weight and she came outside and she had worn a bikini and she had taken off her towel and showed herself in this bikini. She had always had a weight problem. She was apparently on Cheers. Now, I never watched Cheers, so I don't know. It was not a show that I enjoyed. No. It was, not my thing. I may have watched like about 10 minutes of an episode and then that was it. But no, not my thing. So, but yeah. So this morning it's chilly. It's minus 19 outside, and there is a very light dusting of snow. I have my doctor's appointment in an hour and a half, so I've got to get this uploaded, and then I go outside at 10:30 and praying that Susie will start. I have her plugged in, but it's a new plug end and it doesn't want to quite go in. And I pushed it in as far as I could get it, but I'm not sure if it was enough to do it. I'm praying so. And tomorrow it's supposed to be even colder. So this time tomorrow, which is at 9:30, we'll be in Winnipeg. We drop Sydney off about 8:30. We have to pick him up about between 3:30 and 4. So we will do that. Oh, yesterday I had a very bad scare. A very, very bad scare with regards to Jonah. Yesterday morning he had been kind of, you know, he'd go through this and he would hack and everything else. And I normally the way that when he got like that, it was because he had gotten into Lilybell's food. And so I put him outside and didn't think anything of it. And he did that several times yesterday and that. And like I said, I didn't think anything of it. Like, you know, we all have our bad days. So yesterday at about 3:30 or 25 after 3, something like that, Jonah was starting at it again, so I put him outside. Well, this time round, when he threw up blood. And it ended up splatting to about this size. Now, he had just finished drinking, so it scared me. But then after I phoned the vet, and I sent them pictures because they wanted to see what it was, and, you know, and I took a measurement of it, and so they could see that a couple of drops of blood can seem like an awful lot when it was mixed with, you know, the water he had just drunk. So anyway, I'm really thinking that Jonah has been so stressed out because of Sydney that, you know, that Sydney keeps pestering him, that Jonah's got a bit of an ulcer, a stomach ulcer. And so she agreed with me that's a very good possibility. So to try and keep Jonah and Sydney a little bit apart and to allow Jonah to rest. Now, he's been good this morning. He hasn't done anything this morning. And Sydney was pestering him a little bit, and I put him into his little cage there for about a half an hour until he calmed down. And then I let him out. But Jonah right now, like, he's not listless. He's not where he's sleeping all, well, that he's tired, that he's just, you know, having trouble breathing. There's none of that. Right? And he is drinking. Now, I don't know if he's eaten anything. He may not eat anything because he may not want to trigger his tummy upset. But they said to keep an eye on him for about 24 hours and then to give him a call back. And I said, there's no way I can drive to take him down there because it's just over an hour to get there. And I said that I would have to, that I could do it tomorrow. But they thought that I was dropping him off, coming home and going and dropping him off. And I said, no, we're going straight to the city. Oh, okay. But he seems to be doing a little bit better. He's laying there. He's comfortable. He was purring. He was schmoozing. He was, you know. I just have to give him time there and get Sydney to stop pestering him. And right now, Sydney is laying down here beside Lilybell. Jonah's up there on the sofa. So, oh, I got a packet in the mail yesterday from my dear friend Amy. This was part 2 of what she had ordered. And the first part, if you remember, she had sent me 3 balls of red heart yarn, this color. And this is how far I have it so far. So I worked on it, put it in a couple of rows, I think, last night. And of course, now it's taking longer to put the rows in. So from the middle here, okay, right here. So let's go here. This is a rough estimate. Okay. This is a rough estimate. Ugh. It is roughly about 51 centimeters or 20 inches, give or take, right? Because it's just a rough. So that's how far I've got, but I still got a ways to go yet to work on that. Well, then part 2 had come in, and she thought it was all going to come in together in one bag, but no, it wasn't. So then in the packet was this. And there were 5 balls, mini skeins, and there are 25 grams, 70 meters, okay, of these 5 colors. And then also in there were these crochet hooks from size 2 millimeter all the way up to a 6. Don't ask me what that is in A to J or whatever. I don't know. Then I had these smaller ones, and these go from a less than a millimeter, 0.6 millimeter, all the way up to a 2, or 1.75. Yeah. And these are for crocheting, like filigree and motifs and that kind of stuff for tablecloths and bedspreads. Then in there was one of these scissors, 2 of these, and if someone knows what these are, what they're used for, please let me know. They do open up. Wait a minute here. How is this? Here, like this. Is that? I think it's this way. Yeah, here. There, that they open up anyways. And yeah, see, like that. There's 2 of those, and then there are these little stitch markers, which are good because I do need them. There's this, and Juliet thought maybe this was a, so you could wind It's a bobbin. And I think that's probably what it is. It's a bobbin. There is this ruler and hole marker so that you can tell what size needle or crochet hook size you've got. There were 2 of these stitch holder safety pins. There were these for cable stitching. I don't know what these are for. Is this another cable stitching holder? I don't know. It looks like a J-hook is what it looks like. You know, like it looks like a J, right? Put it like that. And then I have, oh yeah, I have a set of darning needles for sewing the projects together, and a measuring tape in centimeters and in inches. Okay, so that's what she sent me, and I'm so tickled pink by it. Of course, that little bag will not hold my stitch, you know, what, excuse me, whatever it is I'm working on. It's too small. It's okay, like if I'm doing motifs or something, that I can put the motifs in there, you know, as I'm making them. So, yeah, so thank you, Amy, for this wonderful, beautiful gift. I love Happy Mail. Who doesn't? Who doesn't like Happy Mail? So, yeah. So I am going to continue working on this. I'm just praying that Susie will start. If she doesn't, I told Juliet there to stay close to her phone so that she can come and pick me up. Because I know she has to go uptown and that, so her microwave quit, so John got her a microwave yesterday for Christmas. So she's happy about that. Eventually things just break down, don't they? Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to, I know I'm just going to stitch. And, I just, tried making bread yesterday in the bread maker. That was a total fail. So that's okay. I'll put it out for the birds. And I'm sure that they will come for it. But mind you, it's really cold out there. It's supposed to warm up like by the weekend, but that doesn't help us tomorrow. It's supposed to get up to like -2 or something. I wish that was for tomorrow, but it's not. So, yeah, it goes down here. Doesn't really matter. It's snow anyways. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. So I wonder what my doctor's going to say. I hope it is that she can take me down off one capsule of my fluoxetine. Now, I've done it myself because I was so tired. I was so tired. I had such, I don't know if it's exhaustion. Exhaustion is usually after when, you know, you've done something, you know, that you just fall into bed exhausted type of thing. Now, this was more like deep-seated fatigue. So, now, I may or may not have a video up tomorrow, okay? And if not, I will let you know, because we are leaving at around 7:30. And, yeah. So it'd be interesting. I'm praying for a good day tomorrow, many good bargains. Oh, I was watching the news last night, and they were saying that grocery prices are expected to rise another 8 to 10% in the new year. And, like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That is just incredible how prices just keep going up. So we're going to go to the liquidation place. Hopefully I can find some good bargains there. And do not be afraid of these best before date things, okay? Like, oh my gosh, time for us to get over that. Best before just means what it says, that it is best before that date. Even if it's expired, it does not mean that it's bad. All it means is that it's the optimal, right? The optimal window has expired, right? So I just find that absolutely ridiculous. You wouldn't believe how much stuff that I have purchased that is out of date, and it is still, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing. I know in Europe that they have, they don't put best before dates on things anymore. Because can you imagine all that food waste because of best before? Now, okay, fine. Salads, yeah, well, you can't keep them longer than a week or so, right? It's either you eat them now or that's it, right? But, and things like dairy milk goes sour much faster than plant-based milk. I could have plant-based milk that the best before date is like today, and it's good right through into January. You know, so it's just ridiculous the amount of food that we throw out. And I think that once the best before date has passed, though, that a lot of these places should sell the, the food or whatever at an even lower price, half of what the price is that's the sale price. So say it's something that sells for $4 normally, and the day of sale is like $2, then what they should do is bring it down to $1 or 50 cents or something, Now, if a can is damaged or bulging, then no. That's yeah. But that doesn't happen that often now because of the sealing process and the processing, the way that they process. Stuff does not go bad. So I believe that they're trying to have it that those best before dates are, gone. They should perhaps put it on perishables, but not on, like fruit juice and cans of fruit and that kind of thing, right? Yeah. But that's my own personal. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, it is such a waste of food. And I don't know about you, but food is too expensive to be just tossing out. So, yeah. So it's nice to have a little bit of quiet in here. And where Sydney is not bothering Jonah. And it's not good for Jonah. He's just been so stressed out. Like, he just wants to be left alone. Just wants to sleep. And so that's what he's doing. Yeah. Well, I hope you all remember to like, share, subscribe. And comment if possible. Such a lively discussion going on yesterday about Christmas movies that we like. And it was kind of brought to my attention there that some people, like myself, like to name, give a name to your vehicles. So who does that? Like, mine is Susie, short form of Suzuki, but she's my Susie. And I think somebody else had a vehicle named Anubis. And I can't remember what the other name was. Sorry, forgot. But, yeah, do you name your vehicles? Do you, do you say, oh, like I'll say, oh, Susie is an old girl. she's an old lady. So, do you do that? Be interesting to see what. And do any of you celebrate, and how do you celebrate St. Nicholas Day? I can remember as a child we used to hang up our stockings, our actual socks, on the side of the bed. My mother would pin them to the bed, and miraculously in the morning they would be filled, and not with, you know, games and toys and, you know, and all that kind of stuff, but with orange and an apple and some peanuts and perhaps a few little pieces of chocolate, you know, and some other candies maybe. And that was always, you know, because oranges, like Christmas oranges, they only came around at Christmas. There was none of this that they would be available year round. And like peanuts and things like that, right? And we'd always have an apple. The apple would always be in the toe. And I used to do for my boys too. We used to always they'd hang up their stockings beside their beds. And of course we put a little bit more chocolate in there and that, but yeah. So, all right, I guess that's it. I'm just going to continue working here, but then I'm going to go out at 10:30 and start up Susie, just to give her a chance to really kind of warm up, because I haven't driven her for about a week and a half. And, oh dear, excuse me. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning. So, okay, everyone. So, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Sydney, and so does Lilybell, and Jonah, who's up there on the sofa. Everybody's sleeping, which is the way that it should be. And, yeah, so thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would see that my sins would be forgiven. And that same prayer I offer for you. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah. So I pray that the Lord looks after you and blesses you this day and every day. All right, everyone. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. Yeah. And just have a happy day. Just have a happy, happy day. And keep those favorite movies. You know, I want to hear more about your favorite movies. Lots of good ones. All right, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm not promising, but perhaps. If not, I will see you all on Thursday. Toodaloodles, everybody. Bye.